It's the 5-3-1 training cycle popularized by Jen Wendler. It's been around for a long time. Personally, I've been doing it for 2 cycles, so I've been doing it for 8 weeks, and I really, really like it. This is something that is designed to be repeated in 4-week cycles, so just know if I'm programming this for you. This is going to be programmed for your big lifts, your bench, your squat, your deadlift, your overhead press, those types of lifts. If we end up doing it for multiple cycles, like a second phase of 4 weeks, just know that although the 5-3-1 stays the same, your accessory work will be different, so you're going to get some variety there. So, like I said, I've been doing it for 8 weeks. I plan on doing it. See how I do after 12 weeks. And again, we'll just change the accessory work so that way you feel like you're getting variety. You are still getting a new program. So how it goes is in the first week, you do 3 sets of 5 reps, and you're going to have prescribed percentages, of course. The second week, you're doing 3 sets of 3 reps. And on the third week, you're doing 1 set of 5 reps, 1 set of 3 reps, and 1 set of 1 rep. Just note the last set of these, you're actually going to go for as many reps as you can, with obviously that target rep being the minimum. So I'll explain that here in a second. On the 4th week, we're going to deload. So we're doing 3 sets of 5, but at a lower percentage. And that's going to help you neurologically recover and prep you for the next cycle. You'll also have a way to estimate a new 1 rep max percentage that you use for the next training cycle. So that's how you get stronger. I'm going to show you how to do that too. This is going to be the standard template that we use. On that first week where we're doing 3 sets of 5 reps, you're doing your first set at 65% of your max, the second set at 75% of your max, so you're adding 10% to the bar, and on the third set, you're going to do 85% of your max for there on week 1. So it's very important that you warm up and you at least have an estimated 1 rep max. If you don't have an estimated 1 rep max, just let me know, give me the most weight you've done for the most amount of reps, and then I can help you establish that. But as we go through the training cycle, definitely by week 3, I can, using the percentage I'm about to give you, you'll be able to establish an estimated 1 rep max that you'll use for the whole training cycle. But again, I can help you, okay? If you notice there on the last set, on weeks 1, 2, and 3, it says or more reps. So that's very important. On week 1, your minimum target is 5 reps or more. So you're going to do as many reps as you can until leave 1 rep in the tank for technical failure. Use with caution, especially if you don't have a spotter. So do not go all the way to failure on when you're not using a machine, when you're using a free barbell, that type of thing. So you definitely don't want your form to be bad. So you should know what I mean. You're going to go for as many quality reps as you can. On week 2, you'll see that you're doing 3 or more reps with 90% of your max. So your minimum target is 3, but if you can pump out 4, 5, 6, then that's what you're going to go for. So on those last sets on weeks 1, 2, and 3, you're hitting that minimum target plus more if you can. And of course, week 3, you're doing 95% for at least 1 or more if you can. And this is important that you're going for more because it's going to help you establish a new 1 rep max to use on the next training cycle. On week 4, it's very important that you don't go for more reps. You're using week 4 as a deload week. So on the deload week, we're still going to be squatting, but as you can see, the percentages are much lower, 40%, 50%, and 60%. So it's very important that you don't go over on the percentages or the reps on week 4. So this program is beneficial for pretty much anyone because it's sustainable. You can do it for long periods of time because it's not a super high training volume. So you can get really good results with it without having to do a ton of volume in the gym for hours and doing 10 sets of 10, those kind of training volume. It's also very easy to repeat week to week, okay? So again, this is like your bread and butter. This is like the meat and potatoes, and then you have accessory work, after this. Here is the formula you're going to be using to estimate your 1 rep max after that 3rd week. What you're going to do is you're going to compare all of your last sets and then find a number to use, okay? So this is a super easy formula. You're doing the weight that you did, multiplied the amount of reps that you did, multiplied by 0.0333 plus the weight that you did again, and that should get an estimated 1 rep max for you. And so and this is a way that you can get an accurate 1 rep max without actually having to test your 1 rep max. So it's really good to use this formula. So let me show you how this works. For easy math, let's just say I estimate that my 1 rep max is 100 pounds, and that's the max I'm using to calculate all these. So let's say I do using 85%, that's 85 pounds, On that first week where we do 3 sets of 5, let's just say on that last set, I end up doing as many as I can and I get 7 reps. Awesome. So you're just going to keep a note of that. On week 2, where we do 3 sets of 3, let's say I get to my 90% and I end up getting 4 reps on that last set. And then on the third week, where you do that 1 set of 1, I go for as many as I can, and I end up pumping out 2 at 95% of my max, which is 95 pounds. So which formula are we going to use? Well, we're going to plug all of those into that formula I just showed you, and we're going to use the highest number we get to establish a new estimated max for the next training cycle. So here's what that looks like. Plugging all of those numbers into the equation from earlier that I showed you, and I'll type this out in the notes so you can easily have it. So it's just super basic math is what this is. So plugging all of those numbers into the equation, this is what I get. So as you can see, that first set where I did 85 pounds for 7 reps, that gave me the highest estimated 1 rep max. So now what I would use on the second training cycle is I would round that 104 pounds up to 105, and then I would use 105 pounds as my new estimated 1 rep max for those percentages. So we're using the same percentages on the next training cycle, but because you should have gotten stronger, hopefully, it should be like a different weight each training cycle. So again, you're not doing a ton of volume here. It's only 3 sets, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3. And then on week 3, you're doing 1 set of 5, 1 set of 3, and 1 set of 1. So really easy. Well, not so easy, but it's just a really good way to just keep getting stronger without having to spend hours in the gym. So again, this is going to be for your squat, bench, deadlift, and pressing. I hope you guys like it as much as I do and see the results.